Hello all, Lularoe Lindsay Johnston coming back again quickly just to kind of update of the highs and lows of last week. It's been a bit of a roller coaster, I guess, with a lot of the changes that happened at home office, and then also just kind of personally on my end. Some things I guess I went through that made me kind of have some highs and lows, some positive and negatives last week. It kind of started on Monday with me going to work. A lot of my female coworkers, some of them haven't heard of it. The others are pretty interested and excited for me to get started at this. They all seem very supportive. I had a short conversation with one of the gentlemen at my work, and I had mentioned it before then. There was really no need to, but I started talking to him, and I am so sick of hearing pyramid scheme so much. People don't understand it, and then when you give them an example of, what company doesn't have people at the top, and then it just kind of trickles down from there. What Walmart, every big company, there's always somebody at the top. There's a CEO, and you go to presidents and vice presidents and managers or district managers, people working. My company at work is like that, and my managers and managers above them make bigger bonuses based on the productivity and work that we do. It's the same thing. And then when you say that to people, he just gave me a lot of kickback about it, and I've just kind of distanced myself. I haven't really talked to him a lot since then, and I did have a pretty good relationship with him. Professionally, we're fine, but kind of personal level, I know just to back off and not do it, because I'm not going to open myself up to that negativity anymore. When I hear that, the pyramid scheme or all that, it's not even real. It's not a thing. People just don't understand. And I mean, he's not going to be a customer of mine either way. So it's not the biggest loss in my mind. I'm just kind of taking it what it is and moving on. And that was kind of a low point and kind of upset me that day. But I went to dinner with some friends Tuesday night, and again, some of them didn't know about it, and I was explaining it. And again, the word pyramid scheme came out, and I did the same thing. I explained it with confidence and, understanding from my perspective of what everything is, and the fact that we're a direct sales company. There's no pyramid. That pyramid is selling an idea that may never come to fruition, and this is different. You're actually selling a good and a product, and the upline here, they train you and they're there for you, and that's what it's supposed to be. It is a real business. It's just direct sales. But when I explained it to my friend, the reaction I want from people is what he gave. He gave understanding. He's like, oh, you're right. I've never heard it from that perspective. That's very, a fresh way of looking at it, and it makes total sense. This sounds like a great opportunity for you. And I'm glad as my friend, that's the response I got, instead of like the gentleman at work. That would have kind of upset me, but it kind of shows you in your life who's supportive and who's not. And I give myself enough anxiety and worry over things. I don't need other people around me doing that. So it's good to know that the people I'm surrounding myself with are pretty supportive and helpful, or at least willing to listen to what I have to say without just, shutting me down or thinking that with their preconceived notion about it is all that there is, and there's nothing new to learn or hear about it. And then with the tax issues last week, that was the other kind of low point. For me, I don't think it's that big of a deal. I've noticed it increase because I'm still buying pieces for myself, but it's not huge. I don't complain when I go to a store here and have to pay tax. I don't complain when I go anywhere and have to pay tax to any state. It's a treat if you don't have to pay it and you're in a state that doesn't, but if you are, it's a nominal amount extra that you're having to pay. And watching some of these buy-sell trade groups, they're the worst thing. They're so bad for negativity and changes like this. Oh, I'm quitting Lularoe. Oh, I'm not buying from them anymore. Oh, this is ridiculous. Just seeing the pure hate from this is absolutely crazy. I don't understand it. You're paying a couple more dollars, and there just really aren't words. I haven't even come up with. I like to see things from other people's perspective and try to put myself in their shoes to understand it, so I can, better reply and give answers to things. But I don't have a good one from their perspective, because you pay tax anywhere. If you're in a state that doesn't, that's the only thing I can see people complaining about. And Lularoe's working to fix that and changing so they can take that checkbox off, and they don't have to have tax on what they sell. And that's great for their customers. did see a couple consultants maybe, I don't want to say taking advantage, but advertising that. And I think that's a little unsisterly. I don't think that we should use that as a push. People are already going to probably seek out certain people in states that don't do sales tax, and that's okay. But I just want to know that I'm still in a community that when things like this happen, everyone is supportive. Everyone, ebbs and flows with these changes, positive or negative, or like this, where it's probably just a short-term thing. But I want to know that, some of the ladies in this company aren't capitalizing on the fact that maybe they have no sales tax, while some of us other girls, we can't help it. We are where we are. And for the customers who I've seen who make the point of, this is a couple of dollars. And for those of you who want to stop buying because of this, well, great. It makes it easier for me to find my unicorns. I saw a couple responses like that. And I just wanted to applaud these women because it's true. You're paying the nominal fee. It's usually, $1 to maybe $5 if you're in a really high sales tax state. It's not going to stop me, just like shipping isn't going to stop me. And I understand it from the consultant perspective because I've looked into it. I've spoken with people from my upline. Shipping's expensive, and when people offer 2, 3, 4, even 5, or even a flat 6, that doesn't even always cover the shipping cost. Not even close sometimes. So they're still paying part of your shipping. And I see people looking out or seeking out at this point free shipping and no tax. And that's all they're going to buy from anymore. And that's sad. Not just, for the consultants who want the business, but for the people who aren't going to buy as much Lularoe anymore. All new patterns all the time, especially coming into summer. We're going to have beautiful patterns, and, well, they're going to miss out if they can't find that special consultant who offers no shipping and will somehow bend the rules for no tax. I did see someone specifically say, looking for someone who does free shipping and no tax. And people had commented, but they were basically saying they wanted somebody who was absolutely going to bend the rules for them. And I mean, they don't care. And that's kind of sad. It's one of those times where you want to put yourself in someone else's shoes. If this was your business, do you want to break the law? Do you want to have to owe thousands more in taxes possibly because you're not charging your customers sales tax? To me, it just seems like these women who are asking this either don't fully understand the repercussions to the consultant if they don't charge sales tax, or they just don't care, and that's really sad. For that person, I think we all want to live in a honest and true way, and that's kind of sad when somebody will ask you to do that to your business when they're not going into the store down the street. They're not going into Walmart or Target or the grocery store or Macy's. Nobody's going into these stores saying, hey, I really need you to just cut the tax out of that. No one's doing that. So why is that expected of us? It seems a little unfair, but I'm so thankful for the customers and the women out there who see the craziness in this. And I appreciate you guys for watching this and just letting me rant. With the ups and downs last week of the tax change, of the kind of personal things that I had, I just kind of wanted to talk about it and get it out. And I don't know, maybe I'm not the only one who's had these experiences or gone through this, or and I don't know. It's sometimes good to know that somebody else is having the same issues as you, and good to just hear and be able to relate with people is sometimes just kind of all you need to get you through it. And I did have positives last week. I got back to the week before was my wedding anniversary, so that weekend for 4 days I spent just time with my husband. We worked in our yard. We had stuff around the house. I did nothing Lularoe, no working on spreadsheets or charts or whatever I'd been creating. I kind of took a break, and then I felt kind of behind this week, like weird that I hadn't done anything. So I got back on it. I started working on some more things, and as I started doing that last week, I started feeling better. I started feeling more positive and just ready for my inventory again. I still don't see my name in the queue. They're only to 318. I'm holding out to when they put 321 up there, which hopefully will be really soon. I want to see, but I was right in my last video where I said, I'm not going to ever have to see myself in the 6,000s or possibly the 5,000s at this point because they're into the mid 4s. So maybe I'll enter 4,000 in some. And none of that ever changes, of course, what my wait time is unless they up the onboarding. But it'll be nice not to see myself in the 6,000s. I can start a little lower. Might keep my spirits a little chipper. But I could you know, my only advice right now is just stay positive, because that's what I'm telling myself every single day. Just work on what you have to work on. Keep yourself laser focused and don't let in all the other, BS crap that can get in from outside sources, people close to you, work, maybe even your family. Just, stay positive and stay true to yourself and it's just decision you've made, because it's going to be great and you're going to rock it out, and that, Lularoe's the real deal, and that this is going to be a really good opportunity. And just keep all the negativity out and stay out of those buy-sell trade groups. I need to remind myself that. I like seeing what people say, but it's almost just not worth it. But I'll be back, I guess, if I have another update. I think I'm getting ready to start buying some supplies. I'm going to my upline's house for a little training thing, watching her run an online sale. So maybe I'll have some information after that, and maybe I'll finally see myself on the queue. Who knows? Y'all have a good week, and hope everything is going well for anyone else waiting in the queue, or if you just onboarded, congratulations!